Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Nitai Gauranga ki jai, Sri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Radha Krishna Chandra ki jai, Sri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev Anantadev ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naisthiki. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 6, The Killing of the Demon Putana. Text 1. Sri Shuka Uvacha Nandaha Pathi Vachaha Shaurer Namrusheti Vichintayan Harim Jagama Sharanam Utpatagama Shankitaha. Any Matajis? Word-to-word meanings. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, Nanda Maharaj, Pathi, on his way back home, Vachaha, the words, Shaure, of Vasudeva, Na, not, Mrisha, without purpose or cause, Iti, Thus, vichintayan, while thinking about inauspiciousness for his little son Krishna, Harim, unto the Supreme Lord, the Controller, Jagama, took, Charanam, shelter, Utpata, of disturbances, Agama, with the expectation, Shankitaha, thus being afraid. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Shukadeva Goswami continued, My dear king, while Nanda Maharaj was on the way home, he considered that what Vasudeva had said could not be false or useless. There must have been some danger of disturbances in Gokula. As Nanda Maharaj thought about the danger for his beautiful son Krishna, he was afraid, and he took shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Controller. Please repeat. Shukadeva Goswami continued, My dear king, while Nanda Maharaj was on the way home, he considered that what Vasudeva had said could not be false or useless. There must have been some danger of disturbances in Gokula. As Nanda Maharaja thought about the danger for his beautiful son Krishna, he was afraid, and he took shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Controller. Purport. Whenever there is danger, the pure devotee thinks of the protection and shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is also advised in Bhagavad Gita 9.33. Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. In this material world, there is danger at every step. Padam padam yad vipadam. Therefore, a devotee has no other course than to take shelter of the Lord at every step. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jai Srila Prabhupada. So Sukadeva Goswami is telling this to Parikshit Maharaj. So previously we have seen how Nanda Maharaj went to Mathura to pay the taxes to Kamsa, and he also met Vasudeva, and they exchanged pleasantries. And when Nanda Maharaj wanted to come back, Vasudeva warned him that there could be some disturbances, because he knew that Kamsa is planning to kill all the babies, being afraid of the baby that is born who would kill him. So Nanda Maharaj is now thinking like this. Nandaha means Nanda Maharaj. Pati. Pati is path in English. A lot of English words are derived from Sanskrit as well. Pati means path. So on the path back home, Nandaha, Shaurer Vachaha. Shaurehe means Vasudeva, Vasudeva's words. Shaurehe Vachaha, Nanda Maharaj, on the way back home, he was thinking like this. Namrusha, the words that Vasudeva had said are not false. Mrusha means false or without purpose. They are not without purpose. There must be some reason why he has said like that. There will be disturbances. So, Namrusha iti vichintayan. He was thinking like this. Nanda Maharaj is thinking. Iti vichintayan. Shaureh vachaha namrusha iti. And immediately, like a pure devotee, what a pure devotee does at times of danger? Harim jagama sharanam. He took shelter, sharanam of Lord Hari. Of course, Krishna is Lord Hari, because he was thinking Krishna is his little boy. My affectionate boy, Krishna, there should not be any danger. Let me take shelter of Hari. Harim jagama sharanam. Utpata agama shankitaha. Shankita, he was doubting that there will be some utpata, disturbances. So this is the pure devotee's situation. Naturally, when there is danger, the pure devotee naturally that is his natural state. Think of Krishna. I'm sure all of us must have been experienced with some or the other kind of accident. I'm experienced. So what is the first thing we shout? Of course, all of us shout different things. So if we had shouted Krishna, then we are on the right path. We are progressing. Hey, honey! We shout different things based on our inner bhava. So, actually, if you observe, when we are pushed out of our comfort zone, our inner natural self comes out, isn't it? Like Putana, the demon, she came as a beautiful damsel from the higher planets. And everybody thought so. She was acting, putting up a face, putting up a form. But when she was tested to the core, when she was put into anxiety and fear, she was pushed to the limit. She had to give up that form and had to exhibit her natural self, shouting, screaming, and she became like a demon, huge demon, when Krishna started to suck her breast and suck the life air. So when we are pushed to the corner, our natural inner reality comes out. So this is a test of our own advancement in Krishna consciousness. Naturally, what we exhibit at these times, anxious times, do we take shelter of the Lord? Sometimes they say, when you are alone, what you are inclined to do, that is your current natural state. Are we taking shelter of the mobile phones, picking up the mobile phones, or picking up the bead bag? Are we finding pleasure in browsing and watching, or hearing and chanting? We can test ourselves, our own advancement. Nobody needs to certify us. Sometimes devotees, they come and tell, Prabhu, it's so nice to go to these holy places. We think of retiring and go and settle there. It's so nice to live in the holy place. So my answer is, if today you're able to spend, if you're idle and you're alone, and you're able to spend your time and inclined to do hearing and chanting and reading and engaging in the Lord's service, yes, you are qualified to go and live there. But if you are not in that state, you will just go there and commit offenses. So Krishna, when he was in the midst of rasa dance, he escaped from the midst of the gopis, and they were searching for him. And he manifested a form of Narayana, the four-armed Narayana form. like this. And the gopis, they were looking for Krishna, they saw Narayana. And they offered their respects. Oh, this is Lord Narayana. But they went away. This is not my Lord Krishna. Whereas when Radharani came, Krishna could not hold that form. Krishna came to his natural form, two-armed Krishna, the cowherd boy. See how Krishna also, his natural self is his two-armed form Krishna, Shyamasundara. When Radharani comes, she cannot manifest any other form. So, Prabhupada says that the gopis, they worshipped Narayana, but they loved Krishna. So, worship is for the Supreme Lord Narayana, love is for Krishna. Especially in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to especially give that special thing, love of Krishna, which was not given earlier. Before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before Madhavendra Puri, love of God was not given. Gorgeous worship was done in all awe and venerance, in the Vaikuntha Bhava. Therefore, Anarpita Charim Chirat, for a very long time, Anarpita, it has not been offered, this love of Krishna. Therefore, taking compassion, Karunaya Avatirnaha Kalau, in this Kali Yuga, Samarpayitum Unnato Jvala Rasam, to give that Unnata Ujjvala Rasa, Hari Purata Sundara Dhyuti Kadamba Sandipitaha. The Lord Hari, in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to give that love of Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took sannyasa in the month of Chaitra. And not Chaitra actually, Magha. Magha Masa, he took sannyasa. And in Falguna Masa he took sannyasa. In Chaitra he went to Jagannath Puri. In Vaishakha he delivered Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And the next month he started to go to South India. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to South India and he started to, on the way, he started to sing this mantra, special mantra. Sometimes we sing, but most of the time we sing Hare Krishna. Sometimes we sing this mantra. Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 Raksha Mam. Krishna, 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 Pahi Mam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Raksha Mam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Pahi Mam. So like that he was singing and going. And what he was doing in that trip to South India was very special, that he did not exhibit like that even in Navadvip. So he would sing and chant, and when people would come, he would request them to chant the Hare Krishna mantra and dance. And they would also start chanting and dancing in ecstasy. And then he would go and embrace them, and they would become submerged in love of Krishna. And he would instruct them, go and teach this Krishna consciousness. And they would go and follow suit. They would teach again everybody Hare Krishna. And everybody becomes immersed with love of Krishna. And other villagers also would come. They would be immersed with love of Krishna, and they would go to their villages and they would sing, chant, laugh, cry, dance in ecstasy. and they would give them to their own villagers. Like that, it is said, practically the whole of South India became immersed in Krishna consciousness during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time. Later, again, it got derailed. But practically, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered the whole South India during his trip. So in one instance, he visits this place called Kurma Kshetra. Anybody been there? Kurma Kshetra, the place of Kurma. Which state is it? Oh, Andhra Pradesh, okay. So Lord Kurma is there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes there. As usual, he offers his respects. He starts to dance in ecstasy. And after that, there is a Brahmana in the town, Kurma Brahmana. He invites Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his place. He takes him. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given nice welcome. They wash his lotus feet and drink the water. And he says, your lotus feet is worshipped by the most eminent personalities like Lord Brahma. And today, our house, the people of our house, our wealth, everything it has come to the right purpose because of your presence. And then Kurma says something very interesting after he gives the prasadam and all that. He says, my Lord, my household affairs are becoming too much for me. I cannot tolerate the pangs of material existence. I want to come with you when you go, wherever you go. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu corrects him. He says, don't speak like that. And he gives a very powerful instruction which Prabhupada quotes quite often. Amar agnay guru haya tara edesh, yare dekho tare kaho, Krishna upadesh. So what does he tell him? On my order, first he says, before that, you always chant the holy name, Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And whoever you meet, you tell them about Krishna. Yare dekho tare kaho, Krishna upadesh. In this way you become guru and deliver the people of your place. You don't need to give up your family life. And if you do these two principles, which is chanting Hare Krishna and teaching others about Krishna, your material existence will not disturb you any longer. And then he would be following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forbids him. Go back, and he comes back. Now there is another devotee in the town called Vasudeva. Even though he is a great devotee, he's got this obnoxious disease called leprosy. You know the leprosy disease. It is so obnoxious that the different parts of his body, it's oozing, the sores, and there are even worms on those parts. It's such a bad condition. And even more extreme thing is Vasudeva, this devotee, even though in that condition, when he sees these worms falling out, he would pick them and put it back. Just see how enlightened this devotee is. So he hears that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has visited Kurma. And then immediately rushes to that place, Kurma Brahmana. Hey, where is Mahaprabhu? And Kurma Brahmana says, Mahaprabhu left already. And Vasudeva falls down unconscious. Oh my Lord, I wanted to have his darshan. Been yearning for his darshan and he has left already. I will not be able to see him ever. He falls down unconscious. And miraculously the Lord appears there. And before he could even react, the Lord comes and without blinking an eyelid, he'll embrace him. See, such a body, the Lord embraces him. And immediately, all his distress, all his disease becomes vanquished. And not only that, his body becomes so beautiful and fragrant, the most beautiful body ever. And in ecstasy, he starts to cry. And Vasudeva, he starts to think, the Lord has shown me such an extraordinary mercy, which is specific only to him, such a miraculous deed. So he starts to think, maybe I'll become proud that the Lord specifically came back and showcased his extraordinary mercy only for me. Maybe I'll become proud. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu detects that. Oh, he's thinking that he will become proud. Again he says the same instructions as he gave it to Kurma Brahmana. What is the first instruction? Always chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So he says, if you incessantly chant Hare Krishna, you will not become proud anymore. So for anything, the solution is chanting Hare Krishna. For removing any of the anarthas, bad habits, solution is chanting. And then he says, again the same thing, second instruction that he gave, teach others about Krishna consciousness. So he gives the same thing. You teach others about Krishna consciousness, then Krishna will very soon accept you as his unalloyed devotee. So at that time, Vasudeva, he would be thinking like this. You remember during Krishna's time, there is this great devotee, Sudama Vipra. We all know. Sudama, where does he go? Upon the request of his wife, he goes to Dwaraka. For what? For asking wealth, some help from Krishna, because he is very poor. So Krishna, he forgets to ask, because Krishna treats him like a king. He puts him on the bedstead, he starts to massage his feet, wash his feet. He even snatches the old chipped rice, not fit for his eating. He eats that. He embraces him out of love. He treats him so nicely that Sudama thinks so awkward to ask any help. How can I ask? So he'll be walking back and he'll be thinking like this. Kwaham daridraha papiyan kwa Krishna Sriniketanaha Brahma bandhur iti smaham bahubhyam parirambhitaha. He is thinking, see what he is thinking, Sudama Vipra. Kwaham daridraha papiyan, I am a daridra. Daridra means what? Very poor. Kwaham daridraha papiyan, I am a sinful daridra. Kwaham, where am I? I am a very sinful and daridra person. Kwa Krishnaha Sriniketanaha. Where is Krishna? Who is Sriniketana? What is the meaning of Sriniketana? Niketan means house, or he is the abode of Sriniketana. I am a daridra and papiya. Kwaham, where am I? Kwa Krishna Sriniketana. Where is Krishna? What is his position? I am not even a Brahmana, Brahma Bandhur. I am just in a namesake, I am a Brahmana. Not even qualified to be Brahmana. Brahma Bandhur itisma aham bahubhyam parirambhita. The Lord, such a great Lord, has embraced me. See, Vasudeva is thinking like that. Same like how Sudama thought about Krishna, he is also thinking, where am I? I am such a lowly person. Brahma Bandhu, Daridraha Papiyan, Kwa Krishna, Kwa Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Bahubhyam Parirambitaha. He becomes ecstatic like that. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes away to his next Leela, and then Vasudeva and who is left? The other Kurma Brahmana. They would just embrace and they would start to cry thinking about the Lord's pastimes. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give love of Krishna. So as I said, worship is for the Supreme Lord Narayana, love is for Krishna. Now Nanda Maharaj, when he was afraid, he took shelter of Krishna. So Krishna is called, there is two words we use. His lotus feet gives fearlessness. Sanskrit words we use. Prabhupada's name was also named like that. Abhaya Charan. His Charan, lotus feet, gives Abhaya, fearlessness. There is this famous song, isn't it? We sing. Written by whom? Lochan Das Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Govinda Das, yes. Govinda Das. So, Bhajahu re mana Sri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. See, he is saying, he is not asking, hey, all of you please think about Krishna. He is saying, what is he saying? Bhajahu re mana Sri Nandana. He is not saying Bhajahu re. Bhajahu re mana. What is that meaning? Oh mind. He is saying his own mind. Oh mana. Bhajahu re mana. Ure mana. Oh mind. Bhaja. Bhaja Sri Krishna's lotus feet, which grants Abhaya Charanara Vindare, which grants fearlessness. Durlabha manava janama sat sange taraho e bhava sindhure. This manava janma is durlabha. It is obtained after many, many births. Satsange taraho e bhava sindhure means seek satsang of devotees, by which taraho bhava sindhu. Tarna means, tairna means what in Hindi? Cross, right? So you can cross this ocean, bhava sindhu, by the satsang of devotees. Sita atapa vatavarishana edina jamini jagire. Sita means what? Of course, Sita Devi. Sita Kal means cold. Tapa, hot. Summer and winter season. Sita atapa vata varishana. Vata means wind. Varshana, varsha. Varshana, baras. Varshana means rain. So in heat and cold, rain and wind, Edina jagire, I am left awake. I cannot even sleep because of the distress of this worldly atmosphere. And then Sita atapa vata varishana edina jamini jagire. Vifale sevinu krupana durjana chapala sukhalaba lagire. Vifale sevinu. Seva means I've done service. Viphala, without use. Uselessly I have served wicked men of this world for chapala sukha, for a little bit of happiness. Like Prabhupada gives the example. This donkey, the washerman loads and loads of cloth it keeps carrying. So much hard work it does, thinking that the washerman gives me great carrot. Whereas the grass is available everywhere, it only eats a little bit of grass. So like that we work so hard, but actually we are satisfied by even minuscule amount. Edhana yauvana putra parijana itteki ache parati tire. This wealth, edhana, yauvana means what? Yauvana means youthfulness. Putra means sons or children. Parijana, friends or relatives. E dhana, yavana, putra, parijana, ithe ki ache. Ke ache? What is the use of all these things? None of them will come to my help at the time of death. This is the realization. Parati iti re. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. It's like a powerful example. You see this lotus leaf, and then you take the lotus leaf and you put a drop of water. It's very hard to balance it, right? Any moment it can fall off. It just keeps sliding off the surface of the leaf. So he compares our life like that drop of water on the lotus leaf. Any moment it can fall off or we can die. Our jivana is like that. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala. Bhajahu haripada niti re. Just take to the worship of Lord Hari. How? Shravana kirtana smarana vandana pada sevana dasya re. Shravana means hearing. Kirtana means chanting. Smarana means remembering. Vandana means offering prayers. Pada sevana, serving the Lord's lotus feet. Dasya, acting as his servant. So in this way, bhajahu haripada nitire. Govinda Dasa abhilashare. Govinda Dasa is hankering for serving the Lord in this way. By doing that, O mind, you become fearless in this material existence. So therefore Prabhupada says here, Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya bhajasvamam. This loka is anityam. Anityam means temporary. Asukham means no sukha. We are hankering for sukha, but Krishna is certifying this loka is asukham. Elsewhere Krishna also says, how does he certify this world as? Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So what is the beginning of this shloka? 9.33. The before verse is Mamhi pardha vyapashritya episyuhu papayonayah striyo vaisyas tudras tada sudras tepiyati panam gatim kim punar brahmana punya bhakta rajarshayas tadha. So if Krishna gives shelter to striyo vaisyas tada sudras, what to speak of brahmanas? Kim punar brahmana punya, pious people. So you take shelter of Krishna. Either you are a lowly person or you are a pious person, because this world is not anityam asukham lokam. I met one devotee, disciple of Srila Prabhupada in San Francisco long ago. We were distributing books in there was an event, emporium. So I didn't know that he was Prabhupada's disciple. He came in civil dress. He was not even having tilak or anything. He became a karmi, basically. He left his practices. And so I was trying to sell the book. Hey, this is Krishna consciousness, this is Bhagavad Gita and all that. He said, I know all about it, I have everything. And then I said, chanting Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So why don't you do chanting Hare Krishna? Yeah, I know everything. Oh, you chant? You chant the Hare Krishna mantra? Yeah, I used to chant. Oh, how you used to chant? Because I'm a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He said that. But he was in all civil clothes. Disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So, obviously he gave up his practices and he was living like a regular karmi. So I said, I asked him, so how is the outside world? Because it's like inside world we consider like Krishna consciousness, temple life, service life, the outside world. How is the outside world? He said, it's worth renouncing. So he also knows. Everybody who has tasted Krishna consciousness, even though they go away, Bhagavatam says, Navai jano jatu kathanchana vrajen mukunda sevi anyavadanga samshrutim smaran mukundangri upaguhanam punar vihatum ichen narasagraho janaha. Once who has tasted Krishna consciousness, rasagraha janaha, Mukunda sevi, he cannot give up the lotus feet of the Lord. He will come back eventually. That's the taste of Krishna consciousness. So anyway, Krishna is saying anityam asukham. There is danger at every step. What is the shloka that? Samashritaye padapallavaplavam mahatpadam punya yasho murare. And then? Bhavam budirvatsa padam param padam padam yad vipadam natesham. Means there is danger at every step. We don't even know whether we will wake up when we go to sleep. When we get into the car, we don't even know when we get out at the destination. Stranger ways people die. We all know that. Padam yad vipadam. But one who takes shelter of Krishna, samashritaye, Krishna's lotus feet is like the boat. And this whole material world becomes as small as this whole material ocean becomes as small as what? As water contained in the hoof print of a calf. The newly born calf, when it is walking, it makes small holes and the water goes inside. Even a child can usually jump over it, isn't it? So it is said that one who takes shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, this whole material existence becomes as small as that water contained in that hoof print. Vatsapadam, param padam, vatsapadam. So that is the abode, that is the destination for the pure devotees. I'll stop here. Anyone has any questions or comments? Gandharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.